Yeah, baby. It is your Classic Metal Show right here on theclassicmetalshow.com. It is Maxwell Carlisle with 3 X's because that's cool and dirtier. That's Maxwell, M-A-X-X-X, well, Carlisle, with a tune called, I think, We Rule the Night. I actually don't have the title listed because I mixed that all together to start the show. But that was Maxwell Carlisle, and before that we had Lords of the Trident kicking things off here on the show. It is me, Chris Aiken, and no Neely once again. 2 of 3 weeks that motherfucker skips out on us. I mean, shit. No Neely. He thinks just because I took off for 2 measly years that now he can skip out whenever he wants to. But no, it is me. It's Chris Aiken, and with me this week we've got returning favorite of some, I guess, the mighty Nostradamus himself, Mr. Jim Bartek. Jim, how are you, man?
Good, man. How are you, Chris?
I am awesome, man. Well, you and I have been sitting here for roughly an hour or so, getting shit ready and, playing with the mics and talking, just shooting the shit about metal. And dude, it is always fun to have you in here because regardless of what the fans say, me and you fucking have a lot of fun just shooting the shit about metal.
Well, I really enjoy coming, but since, I have all those haters now, I guess I'll have to clean up, be a really nice guy today.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Fuck you.
I'm sure that's what you're going to do is be nice and sweet and calm, right?
Yeah, right. Oh, fucking cunts, here we go.
Well, we have a very big show tonight. Not only is Jim here, but waiting in the wings, who's going to come on in probably about an hour, is CMS chat room favorite and the host of one of my favorite shows out there, Strange Visitors, Mr. E, the stranger himself, will be joining us for most of the show. He's not doing, just because CMS B, Studio B here, is a shitstorm compared to Neely's state-of-the-art facility. I don't have the ability to have both him and an interview going at the same time.
Right.
So Mr. E's going to check in a little while because we have a lot of business to get to first. As I mentioned at the top of the show, we've got Maxwell Carlisle. He is a guitar virtuoso guy and a professional competing bodybuilder.
Go.
So that'll be something new. He's going to be checking in to talk about his new record, and we're going to be tuning into the outer world to be checking out the Lords of the Trident. I guess like Gwar, they're not from this planet.
Well, I guess there's a lot of them out there that are not from this planet, so here's another one.
There's a lot of... You notice how much metal there is that's not from the Earth?
Sometimes that might be a good thing.
Yeah, sometimes they need to go back.
That's for sure.
But I actually like these guys' tunes, and I think you dug that first tune that we played,
it was
right?
really cool. I did like it.
They're solid, so I don't know how Fang from Lords of the Trident will be on the microphone talking, but certainly their music's pretty cool.
Well, we'll see what he has to say.
Sure. See if we can understand his language.
That's true, too.
I don't know what he speaks, like Vulcan or some shit.
Yeah, you never know. Hey, Neely, does it sound all right?
Is he in the chat room?
I don't know.
Oh, nice. We're going to... we've been talking about this for a couple of weeks, and we've been stirring the pot, so to speak. I understand that there's some people mad at us about our coverage and our continuing coverage of the Rock Harvest Festival, Rock Harvest 2, which I believe happens next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, the 11th.
The gig with all the bands canceling.
Yeah, well, they've... at last count, I was told that 27 bands have now canceled.
So who's going to be there? The cleanup crew?
Well, Ronnie Monroe from Metal Church.
Okay, there's one.
He's going to be there.
Very decent act.
Yeah, he's going to be there. Yeah. And Ronnie Monroe.
Okay, I guess we'll go see Ronnie Monroe.
I would pay $150 to see Ronnie Monroe.
Yeah, me
plus
too.
Plus plane tickets, plus
hotel,
plus hotel accommodation. I'd drop $500-600 easy for Ronnie Monroe. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't you?
Not really.
No, me either. And I like Ronnie. He's a friend.
Yes, he's a good guy.
He's a friend, and I wouldn't drop that much to go see him. But another friend who is at the center of this controversy now, Mr. Stevie Rochelle, the owner, founder, whatever, of Metal Sludge, is going to be checking in, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. We're going to catch up with Stevie. I've been emailing back and forth with Stevie all week, and he wants to give his side of what's going on with this whole Rock Harvest thing, because he was one of the bands that his band Tough was one of those bands that had to cancel out on playing Rock Harvest because their contracted obligations were not met. So, they're going to be not going. And Stevie, if you've gone out to Metal Sludge in the last week or so, he compiled just a massive amount of evidence. We have not as of yet said we think it's a scam or don't think it's a scam or whatever, because to be honest, I don't really give a shit if it is or it isn't. I didn't buy a ticket, so I didn't get scammed.
Me either.
So there we go. So we're not in any jeopardy, but it does suck. We have mutual friends that have been that have spent money on this show.
Right.
And are going to get to go see a bunch of local bands and a few national acts, unless they announce something big, unless Aerosmith shows up or something. They're
Metallica.
They're probably going to end up feeling ripped off, But, it's not cool, and the whole thing about no refunds. I was talking with somebody about this today in the car. In fact, it was Stephanie. Me and Stephanie were riding around today. And, right. It's one thing if, there's 55 bands on a bill, you buy a ticket, and, 2 of the bands you wanted to see cancel.
Right.
2 bands, it's a fest. You kind of, that sucks, but you eat it and you go on.
Right.
27 bands?
Nah, that's ridiculous.
And
that's
all of them are the
ridiculous.
nationals. None of the locals.
Right.
All
right.
the nationals canceled.
No, that's bullshit.
Yeah, and they should get refunds.
Oh, I can't believe they're not. That's wrong.
Well, and Stevie will get into it, but I guess the ticketing company, which is called ShowClick, now involved, and now there have been some refunds offered, but it's 10 people instead of all the people that have tickets, and
no,
it's a mess.
Something should have been canceled altogether.
Yeah,
and
just
everything.
Take your loss or whatever.
Right.
Not the one thing that probably shouldn't happen out of all this is tickets going on sale for next year's Rock Harvest.
Yeah, right.
Which has happened.
That's ridiculous.
With bands already being announced, and ironically, bands that are already saying, "Hey, we're not playing next year either."
Well, guess who won't be one person that won't be buying a ticket?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to advance purchase my tickets either.
Right.
So that's what we're doing this week. It's going to be a fun show. It's going to be. I have no idea. I have a couple of topics that I put together for me and you to talk about, and E. But with Mr. E, you don't know what's going to happen. Him and I and you might get off into fucking UFOs and conspiracy theories, and who the fuck knows where it's going to go.
We'll just go with the flow.
Yeah, we can definitely we'll definitely talk about whatever comes up.
Oh, wait, look at Long Live Metal in the chat room. They are flying Thayer in to save the day at Rock Harvest. Yeah, fuck you, right. Oh.
Thayer.
Yeah, they would close down then.
Well, why not? They could bring.
It'll be like that video we watched the last time I was here, where we saw a band and grass.
Might be like that, anyways. From the sound of it, that's what it sounds like it's going to be.
Right.
So, I'll tell you what. We're not going to talk too much in this first segment because I got to get Stevie organized, and I don't really know the equipment all that well. So, why don't we do this? Why don't we play a song or two, and then we'll get Stevie on the phone. And then we will, talk to Stevie for a little bit, see what his take is on Rock Harvest, and then we'll go from there. Sound good?
Sounds great to me.
All right, brother. Well, you're the guest. You call it. What should I play here?
Oh, well, we got to have some Priest.
All right. We can do some Priest. What do you want to hear?
How about my favorite, The Sinner?
The Sinner?
Yep. Live or studio, doesn't matter.
The Sinner. Ripper or?
No, it's got to be Rob.
It's got to be Halford?
Got to be Rob.
Oh, come on.
Nothing against Ripper, because I love Ripper, too.
Let's see here. Where would Judas Priest be here? Boy, I pulled in Sinner. That was a mistake. I only have, every Sinner album, and there's, 400 of them.
Of course.
So, let's try it if we go this way. Let's do a reverse search order here and go to T for the. How can I not have The Sinner? Is it just called Sinner?
No, it's the. I've heard it called Sinner and The Sinner.
All right, what the fuck? Judas Priest. See, folks, this is the kind of quality you're gonna.
Well, that'd probably be the easier way, going Priest first,
I'm
right?
going Judas Priest, Sinner. Oh, there it is, Sinner. I've got the original from Sin After Sin. I've got the 1981 from Breaking the Law.
The original.
All right, let's go. From Sin After Sin, as a request from that guy, Nostradamus, he predicts that you will like this tune. I predict it too. It is Judas Priest. It is Sinner right here.
On your classic metal show.